Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a big warm welcome to you too. I'm pleased to have you here. I'm here with a gorgeous share and the beginnings of a design team project for my wonderful, beautiful, talented and probably just the right amount of crazy friend, Denise at Wondubar Crafts. This is her latest digital design and it's called Spring Blooms Friendship. Now, why I said she's probably just the right amount of crazy is because this kit contains 30, right, 30, hang on, yep, 30 pages of the kit. Can you believe it? 30. Right, so you have 20 background pages, right, and then 10 pages full of all different elements like envelopes and pockets and tags, little discs for ephemera, there's all sorts of stuff. Now, let me just say, with 20 of these background pages, this time I've printed this on white, right? But say I'd printed it, well, you can do the same on white, right? But I like to use coffee dyed paper. So say I've printed this on coffee dyed paper with nothing else added, right? Just using the 20 pages that you get. That's an 80-page journal, right? So you've got a complete start to finish journal sitting on your desk from Denise, and you ain't got to do nothing other than add what you want to make it lovely and make it your own. So let me stop rabbiting on and I'll show you what we got, right? So gorgeous, gorgeous. This is all in black and white. And then this is the same with hints of colour here and there. And you've got to admit, gorgeous, isn't it? Really love it. I love this font. That is absolutely stunning font. I want to know what one it is, so I'm going to have to ask her. But yeah, this is just beautiful. And then this is the third page. You've got this lovely lady in a nice big hat. Beautiful feather there. Look at the dragonfly. Absolutely beautiful. There's a couple of them dotted about. And here we've got another lady, some beautiful daisies. And like I said, it's called Spring Blooms Friendship. And there is all the wonderful elements of spring. Seeing your first butterflies and the flowers. It is just gorgeous. We've got some lace up here. This is the definition of the word devotion. Lovely background pages like this, and in these gorgeous fonts the words like fellowship, benevolence, solidarity, affection. I won't go through them all because I'll be here all night, but all different little words like that. And then yeah, we've got this lovely page with the dragonflies again and all that writing space. And then there's this one. You can understand why there's so much excitement in my voice, because man, this is just, she's rocking this. She's 30 pages. So yeah, I'm just getting overexcited now because it is a start to finish journal. And oh, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Just stunning, isn't it? And again, it's just, I am loving these pages, they really are. It's like she's gone into my mind, wondered what would be good, and just done it all, and a million times better than I could ever have imagined. You know, it really is. It just seems like, as I was looking through it when she sent it to me, I was thinking, this is just a beautiful journal on its own, a standalone beautiful journal, and then you zhuzh it up in whatever way you want with your trimming or your stitching or your making your tags and journaling cards in different ways, you know, stitching pages together to make like huge pockets. And yeah, the possibilities are endless, as all of our imaginations are all slightly different. So even if you don't add anything else, you will always end up with an original, nothing like it anywhere else in the world journal, because we've all got that different take or different spin on how we want it to end up, haven't we, you know? So that's why I'm saying you really don't need anything else. It's a brilliant starter journal for someone doing their first ever journal, because like I said, you'll have an 80-page journal with these, and you've only got your imagination to stop you from doing whatever you want to do, or to take you to every place that you ever wanted to. You know, I just think that's wonderful. So we've got a couple of envelopes, and you can see different little images down here in these little discs that she's repeated from the kit, so that you can sort of make your own little bits and bobs of clusters on the page, or tabs, or whatever you want. Like, look at these beautiful, beautiful elements. And yeah, there's just so much you can do. Look, she even puts instructions of how to make her little pockets, like, or little envelope thingies. They're pockets, but of like printing off the coordinating background to match, and she's just so darling, she really is. And look, you've got long bits here that you can use as belly bands, or that just, I ain't got to tell you what you can use them for, because like I said, the possibilities are endless. I love that she's got these little bits printed on here for you to cut out. It's really mental, because in the journal that I'm working on, I have been typing up words and printing them out and that, and this is all done for you. So it's just amazing. You've got another one that you could use as belly bands, or wherever you wanted it, as a small tuck pocket down the bottom. And yeah, these lovely great big tags. More tags, pockets and banners, stamps, like, and again, even more. So that's the 30 pages. I'm sure I could have gone slower, so you've got much more of an idea of what you've got here. But it's just wonderful, and yeah, I was too excited, couldn't stop myself from flipping through it. But let's get started. I think I am gonna print it out again on coffee dyed paper, and just make a whole journal with it, just to show you, you know, how good it could be. And that 80 pages is plenty, especially if you're new to journaling. But it wouldn't just be 80 pages, would it? Because you tuck a bit of sheet music in, you put a bit of this, put a bit of that, you know. And so you end up with a great big full journal, and all the images and everything, all the fanciness is done for you. It's all there. So I think I am going to do that, just to show you. But with these pages, that leaves me the opportunity to just play around and make some gorgeous bits and bobs. So let's get into that. Right, so what I thought I would do is take a couple of pages, and I want to make this a pocket that's going to flip out. So I took this paper that's matching as well from the kit, and I thought, if this is going to be my flippy out pocket, this will be like you'd have a hinge, but better, because it's going to also go to decorating the page that it's the hinge on. So I thought, instead of just having a small piece, is making like it, doing like a tear, sticking that onto the page. This will be my fold out pocket, and doing the same on the other side with another piece. But I don't want to just fold it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut down the middle, and then I'm going to stitch all around. So let's see where the middle is. Okay, there. So I'm going to cut this, and with my broken cutter. Oh, I've got to get a new one. Roll on payday, eh? Right, I should have marked it with a pencil, because it's really difficult to see in the light. So, hopefully there. I'm hoping it's there. I might have to shave a little bit off. No, we're good. And what I need to do, so I'm going to stitch around this, but then I need to work out how much I want as my kind of decoration of the page come hinge. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Right, so say we're taking into account roughly 1/2 inch is the hinge part, and then I'm going to grab my tear ruler. I don't really want a straight line. I feel like we'll start going maybe like this, and I'll kind of curve with my own self. That's it, round, and come down at an angle. So let me grab one of my signatures. So, right, let's try and find one with nothing on it. Aha! So, it will sit on the page like this. This will be folded in and out a bit, and this will be nice, and then I can sort of put something on it and zhuzh it up. So that's the idea. I want to save my space. So, oh, there we are. So I don't have to hunt for my page that's got nothing on both sides, because that's exactly what I want. So that's one bit. And maybe similar kind of thing going on, a rounded bit of a rip. And maybe not so much this time. Oh, I don't like that angle that I've just kind of made. Yeah, I don't like that bit there. That's better. And yeah, once it's all on the page, I'm sure it's going to look fabulous, because these papers are gorgeous. It feels a bit sacrilegious to tear them like this, but I think they're going to look wonderful once we've got them in place. And I really hope that I don't mess this up, because yeah, it's something that I've just thought of, like, oh, it might be fun to do that. But once again, on this channel, I ain't done it before, and so we're flying by the seat of our pants and just doing that good old fashioned thing I love, winging it. So that, oh, and I need to ink the edge that I've just cut. I've already inked the other edges, and I'm going to have to pop over to the sewing machine and stitch this together. And yet, making it more difficult on myself by doing that, but I think it'll be fun, and I wanted all 3 sides to have that continuity, you know, like just be the same around all 3 sides instead of just 2. Right, so I'm gonna call it, say, 3/4 of an inch. Going in, making sure, oh, stay still. Don't you wish you had another pair of hands? Right, 3/4 of an inch is there. I know I often do, and I just didn't reach the bottom, so I know it's gone it the wrong way, but it don't matter for that tiny little bit. Right, so let's just put in a better crease in, and do the same on here, 3/4 of an inch. And again, just getting it in at the bottom. I nearly had to get my magnifying glass back out then, because Yeah, the old eyes seem to be struggling when it's like that, you know, like it's not very defined. Right, so then I'm going to fold this in the other way and ink. And the other side. And let's do the same with this one. And hopefully my brain will not mess this up when I go over to the sewing machine. And yeah, I've got to just maybe clip in place or put a small dab of glue somewhere so that this does what I want it to do. So that will pretty much be it. That will be inside of here and here, and so you'll see that bit on one side and it will look like that on the other. So let's think. Maybe I should put a small dab of glue, and I'll use the 3-in-1 because it dries very quickly and it won't smush about. I can get a nice thin line. So maybe just, I don't need a line, I just need a couple of little smushes. And yeah, a smush of glue is, yeah, is that a new word? I know what I mean. Yous know what I mean. You know what I'm like. Right, so making sure I ain't got nothing upside down as well, because yep, you know, that's a trick that I've done on more than one occasion. So a smush, come on, tiniest little bit, something come out. Right, I just saw the tiniest little bit come out. Right, and it's got to go like that, isn't it? Is there enough to stick? Nope. Okay, that should be better. Right. Right. And so that will be that side. So that bit's got to be avoided at all costs. I've got to line this up now, haven't I? And get a little touch more glue like this top. Right. Line the corners up. And then maybe put a little smush of glue around the edge. Right. Come on, woman, what is wrong? Right, let's get this done. So, anyway, see, it seems that I haven't got a dead straight line. So, because, look, you see, I'm going to take a smidge off the bottom. And that is probably due to this broken cutter now, because it moves. But yeah, I'm sure that will be perfect. Right. And now, did I cut it off the right bit? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that is pretty much lined up. Once it's inked around and everything, it will look a ton better, like after. Right, and so I'm going to put a little dot there, there. Oh, No, not up there. Definitely not up there, because I want the top open. I want a smidge. Good job I remembered that, because it would have totally changed what I can do with this. So making sure that that is not wet at all, and no it isn't. And I've put the tiniest bit of glue. I'm going to stitch now round like that. So yeah, that's lined up nicely. I'm going to just do my stitching and I'll be right back. Right, so we've stitched all round, so we've got a nice large pocket at the top for a nice big long deep journaling card or giant tag. What I thought would be fun as well, you might not be able to see it because it's navy cotton on navy paper, but I stitched down both of them as well, so when it's on the page it looks like it's sewn to the page. I just thought that looked like fun to do, so I added that there. So let's grab our page back and see what it will look like. I'm not sticking it on right now, but it will fit on the page like that. And so then we've got this lovely paper there to decorate and everything. It will flip in like that, and so it's still far away from the spine, so it folds nicely. And then the other side will be like that. Oh, I'm really happy with it so far. So don't lose page, love. Let's put that there. Pop that back over there with the other signatures. And right, I'm going to do a little bit of trim, and then we'll work on the big fat tag. So I think, I'm not too sure about putting trim down here because it's going to be quite close to the spine, so I think I'm going to leave that as it is with the stitching on show because I quite like that, but I do fancy something coming from the bottom. So let's grab this box of old bits and bobs and see. Right, so that would fit. Oh, I really like this. It's a bit too... Oh no, I could put that. I could attach that bit. I could... I know it don't go the whole length, but I could put something there and something there. That might be an option. I love that. Make maybe a little flower for this side. Maybe I'll go up to that edge and then do something here, but it's going to flip back in again, isn't it? And that will be right near to the spine, so maybe not. Let's see, I could place it like that though. I could maybe have something like that going all the way across and something like that. Nope. Oh no, something like that goes all the way across. I could cut some of this, and yeah, let's see what it might look like. Or what have I got that's new? I need to restock, like where I've been doing this shabby chic journal and it's not my usual style. I ain't got a whole lot of like different lace and whatnot, and I have used quite a bit already on the signatures, so I'm really running low on options. So I've got this, but that is so deep. I'm worried that will get in a tangle once it's in the journal, or the recipient, it might get on their nerves. So nothing really in there that catches my eye. Oh, although that might be a bit too blingy, this is something that I love to use on covers of boho journals. I think it might be a bit too much for this little project. I sorted out the blue offcuts, didn't I? And put them in this jar. Oh, I like that. I like that. I kind of like that rose though. Maybe I could do it on this side. Right. Oh, I'm not sure now. I'm really not sure. I'm going to give this a little bit of a trim. And see what that will look like. I've decided against that. I found this. And I thought maybe with that, I kind of like the look of that. But I think I want to stitch it together. But then glue it on. So I'd want it. Oh, let's cut a straight edge first before we start messing about. And then see where I've got to come in slightly, because remember we're folding in and out. Move that too much. My end bit comes to about there. Oh, yeah, the blunt scissors are gonna have to go. I love these scissors. Them pesky kids. Cutting up paper with what was they thinking? Right, and this bit will go along the top. Oh, like that. Right, I'm cutting just a tad longer than I need. And I'm going to stitch this together before I stick it on the page. So I'll do that and be right back. Right, so I decided to stitch it on top and just have a little mess about. And so I'm going to stick it down like this, and then on the other side you'll see a bit of the blue and the white. So I'm just going to go under, but as close to the stitch that I did on the machine on this paper. Yes. So I don't want it coming undone, like unglued. Right. And just come up. And then we can still see a bit of that flower and a lot of the butterfly, and then that's what you'll see on the reverse, which I like as well. And yeah, it's hanging right down and that, but that's what I want. So there's nothing really that you need to do with these pages. As you can see, they're just fabulous as they are. So I'm going to do more with these bits on the page than I will do with this pocket. But I want to make a nice big tag now to go inside. So I'm going to grab some papers. Right, so I've got this paper, and it's from the Victoria and Albert Museum collection of vintage papers and that. So I really love it. I gave this a light dip in coffee, so it's got a nice colour to the back. And yeah, the background was more white, but like I said, I've just give it a dye in the coffee. So I've made another thing on here, notch on here. It's got 4 now instead of 3, so that I always have one for extra large tags like this. And it really is the easiest way to do it, and you just always get what do you call them, symmetrical corners. So I do like to have one of these hanging around. I normally lose them and I have to cut a new one, but it doesn't matter, because you get these like for free, don't you, sometimes, like just come through the post with something trying to get you to sign up to stuff that you don't want or need, like that'll get you in more debt, more credit cards. What I was thinking was maybe stitching round them, connecting them a little bit, maybe by a scrap of paper. I've got a bit that I really like marking on. Look at that from coffee dyeing. It's gorgeous, isn't it? That might be nice, holding them together. I could take a sliver off. Actually, we'll have it torn. Oh no, I'll lose that. Oh, decisions. I don't want to lose the loveliness if I can help it. Right, I wonder, sometimes if you press down really hard you can get it to just give you a torn edge. Right on the edge. You press down really hard. Oh, it's moving slightly. I don't want to lose this bit. That's it. And then again, I'm trying to get it as near to the top as I can, which it started, but then I've moved. Right. The pressure's off now, because I've preserved the pieces that I wanted, like with the really lovely markings. And I can just take that down, and we will give it an ink as well, just lightly at the edges, because the genuine marks from the coffee are just too gorgeous, I think, to hide. Right, and what I think I'll do is stitch them like that. So I'll have to fold this. I will fold it once it's stitched on. I think I'll put a tiny touch of glue, and then I'm going to go all the way around the outside and all the way around the outside. So a little smidge of glue there and there. I don't know whether that'd be enough to hold it. I might need a little bit more there. Right. Oh, get up. And then let's go in a bit more like that. And line that up like that. A bit more. Right. That looks like it's going to be fine. So I'm going to stitch this now. Okay, so I tore it under the sewing machine and everything, and so I've cut it. I really didn't want that to happen, but let's grab the scraps where I found it from. So I might be able to do a nice little patch with another piece that's equally as gorgeous, if I've got a bit. I should have, come on papers, there's got to be something here that I like. It don't have to be the same. Oh, I could do it in book page, couldn't I? Oh, I could do it with this book page, because this is fatter. Oh, got a bit here. I had other plans for that though. Right, and let's take that out. I may have other plans for some of these. Right, this is quite sturdy. I think I'm going to use this, and let's pop them back down there. Right, kind of like that, how it is. So I might do the join now on the outside. So let's see. It's a pain when something don't go how you envisioned it, but there's always solutions, isn't there? So it ain't no drama. There's no point in getting yourself stressed over it, because it ain't going to change it. Not going to magic it back together. So what I'm thinking is something like that. I've got to make sure both sides are nice. And yeah, I think I might do a little decorative stitch and then glue that to there and there. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to try and get like a sewing machine cam, and because I keep nipping backwards and forwards and you're missing bits. Mainly me messing up, but I should get one. Okay, so I'm undecided on whether I want it like that and then we'll fold it, or like on the inside. I'm thinking on the inside, maybe staggered down a little bit, but these have still got to fit inside that pocket, so I'm either going to have to hide that whole bit completely, which I don't want to do. I've just got to neaten that up now, because I tore it and then tried to trim it, and yeah, all went peaked on. But I'm going to snip these towels off as well, because they're just getting in my way. And pop them there. And yeah, I'm just going to pop some glue on and stick it down. Oh, come on. A bit of glue there. I'm leaving the middle not glued, because this is our hinge, isn't it? Right, so I've got them close together. Now, is it going to fit? If it don't, I'll save this for another part of the journal, and I'll just make a different one for this bit. But it should, yes it does. Yay! Oh, fireworks. I thought I was just going to have to leave it. Right, so with those bits now like that, I can pop a bit of glue underneath here. And that was a bit too much. It's going to squelch out at this end. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, a tiny bit. Right. Smush it that way. That side don't need it. It's just that this side might have been a bit flappy. Right. And then, did I want to? No. Right. Going to punch the holes. And I'm going to decorate this a little bit. Obviously not too much, because it's got to go into that pocket, so we don't want to go mad, but I do want holes at the top. And they both need an eyelet. Oh, and so yeah, I hope everyone is good, and oh, you're not finding this too painful to watch with me. I don't feel right. Yeah, with me just messing up. But, well, I didn't mess up until I got to this bit, did I? I'm really pleased with how the pocket has turned out. Like I said, the kit is fabulous, and it is a complete journal in itself. But really, just keeps popping out on its own like it's alive. But yeah, it really is a lovely kit. But yeah, and the obvious no-brainer is to just make a complete journal start to finish with this kit. But yeah, I thought I'd do something a little bit different with a couple of pages. So that is going to sit there. I think I want like ivory. Here we are. Sorry silk for the top. That might be a bit short. This one might be a bit better. Oh, get in. Oh, okay. Yeah, that bit looks a bit short for what I wanted. It might be alright, but yeah. I think I'll be cutting it close. But yeah, if not, like I said with the tag, I can use it somewhere else. Ah, that's too fiddly, it's getting on my nerves. Right. Get rid of that fluff as well. Right. Oh. I'll give them a neater trim in a sec. Let's see. I do like that. And I like this with the paper, so I may do something a bit like that. Use some more of this book page. Make a little bit of a thing. Oh dear, you know when your brain just, you start doing something and then your brain keeps going in different directions. Right. And I'll have 2 small bits for the other side instead of it being all the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around these and then stick them on. And I think I might make one into like a little tuck, and so I'll put something from the kit, like a little tag. Right, so we're stitched and inked, and what I'm thinking, I've got this little bit here, and yeah, I think I'm going to get that glued on, and right, and put that bit down, and then I have a little bit of this sort of on there with it overlapping it just a little touch, so that over that but under that flower. Ta-da! Right, like that. Let's get that stuck down. Oh, and I want a bit of glue under here so it don't keep catching. Right. And then, oh excuse me, I've got a bag. Oh excuse me, I have got a bit of a cough and a cold at the minute. It's way too wide. I don't want to cut it though because I think I want to use it elsewhere because it's lovely. So, let's see. No, I saw a bit just now that I thought would be good. Right, we don't know what we've done with that bit, so, oh, here, this bit maybe. Yeah, I'm going to cut some of that off. That might be a bit too long. We could have a piece there. Yeah, I like that. Piece there. With this bit overlapping like that. Yeah. Oh, that way. That way. Right. little bit more under there, that's it. Right, and then on the other side, I want the longer piece, and maybe this right underneath. No, let's see. I've got this piece of doily left from when I was cutting it about the other day. That could sit like that. And then I could just have something down here, like a flower or something. So I'm going to get that on. There. Oh, and I'll do the same thing again with that bit. Maybe like that. Oh, no, that takes it up too high. I could cut into this a bit so that it's lower down like that. Yep, that is what I want. So let's get some glue on the back of that. Sit down, and then that bit there. And then now I want to look for some nice little pieces to decorate. I need something for this corner, and I've got just the thing. I'm going to cut out another one of these. I might even have one. Let me see. Oh! I've got these little doilies that I cut out the other day. I've got them little flowers. We've got some of these Tim Holtz ones as well. Yeah, that's something like that, nice and long. I was thinking of where I could put one of these long pieces. And something like this on the other side. Not sure about that one. There it is. I've got one that's already cut out. Oops. So yeah, I think I'll use that. Right, I've got carried away now, and that's where I was going to put it, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, that's the right way. And I'm trying not to use anything too bulky. I did think of a really lovely flower, but then I thought it'd be too bulky because we've got to fit it in here, haven't we? I bet it ends up and it won't go in, and I'll have to put it somewhere else. But we're getting there, and we've got all this room to journal, and so let's think. Maybe have one there like that, and something in the middle. I could just use this glue now, just for paper to paper. And maybe one there. Yeah, there, it's sort of overlapping the two, and I can just tuck it under that piece. Oh! I can just tuck it under that piece that's our hinge now. There, like that. Look, see? Just squeezes in nicely. Right, now I'm going to have a little test to see if it's... Oh yeah, I've got plenty of room. I ain't got to worry. Well, I have got to worry. I don't want to now go too mad, but I know that I have got room for one or two lovely bits to go on. Something like that looks lovely. Yeah, that's a definite. Right. So, oh, that one can go there. Oh, I'm liking it. It's starting to take shape. Right, I'm really happy with that side. So, got this little one. I think it's too small for there, so I'll hold on to that for a minute. And I think I want to get some ink on here. And right, what way up? No, I think it's that way. Right, I think I want that going up there like that, and then this could just sort of go there, because it won't look wrong then. So I'll get this. Oh, glue on here. Trying to spread some of that big blob. Right, that's it. Oh, put a bit on there. Get that to stick down. And we wanted that going up there, like that. Oh! And then this, I think I want to put a little tiny smushed up bit of fabric. Right, so I've got this. Remember we did it the other day, if you was watching the other day. And I'm sorry if you can hear background noise. Someone's put the telly on in the living room. Alright, that'll be too much. Only needs to be a tiny bit, because it's only a tiny little flower. Like that. Right, and I'm going to just get some glue in there and hold it. Right. And then, right, if I put it on the wonk like that, I like it. Right, let's get some glue down. Oh, get the glue down like that, and then pop our flower in the middle. Oh, that's pretty. I'm pressing it down. Right, yeah, that's pretty. I do like that now. So we've got that side and we've got this side. They'll both go into our lovely big pocket that I've made with background pages from the kit. Come on, in you go. You know you want to. That's it. It does fit all the way. And then they'll be on the page like that with this extra big torn hinge that I made. And yeah, I think we've ended up with something rather nice. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed looking at Denise's gorgeous kit. Like I said, it's called Spring Blooms Friendship, which is a lovely name for a lovely kit. And yeah, 30 pages of gorgeousness, you can't go wrong, can you? So I'll put it all down below in the links to our channel, shop and the kit. And I'll be back with something else very, very soon. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate old and new subscribers. I love it when you join me. I love your comments. So keep them coming, because I really am enjoying this. I enjoy it so, so much. And the interaction with you guys makes it all the better for me. So I'll talk to you very soon, and I love you lots. Bye for now. Bye.